So, barring someone donating to me one of the original Masterpiece Starscream releases, whether it's the original Green Screamer or the Walmart exclusive G1 Accurate Colors or another of Skywarp, this is the closest you'll get to a review of the Transformers Masterpiece Starscream Seeker mold figure that you'll ever get from me. Why? Because if I'm going to buy a new Masterpiece Starscream figure, it's going to be MP-11. Because I'm just pissed at this mold. I can't stand it anymore. Today, I was picking up this figure so I could do this vlog on MP-11 to talk about comparisons between what the original Masterpiece Seeker mold was versus what the new one will be, and the differences and the similarities. The wing broke off. I'm not happy about that. I have no indication that this has been fixed, and if it hasn't, that's going to piss me off about MP-11, because this is a common problem with the Masterpiece Seeker mold. This tiny little hinge here breaking. So, I may buy MP-11, but it's really got to fix that wing issue. I don't want another Masterpiece Seeker figure breaking, because that's just unacceptable. Now, in Green Scream, it made sense. It was the first release of the mold, and by all accounts, had worse quality plastic than this thing. But this thing, this should have been known about for a while, and while reports it had been fixed, it was a much sturdier release of the figure, but so, the similarities between the Masterpiece Seeker mold and the original one and MP-11, the chests seem to be exactly the same. They transform the same, they're ugly and bulbous and weird in the exact same way, and well, I've never liked the chest on the MP Seeker mold. They just never quite looked right. It always looked too long, too fat, too flabby, too bulbous, too not quite right. Now, it's neat that it's not just a faux chest, that everything comes together from someplace else, but I just never been able to stand it. Partially because, if you'll pay attention to the chest, if you rotate up here, this part goes up. If you do it enough, well, I've since tightened it a lot with super glue, but this will come up as you rotate the arm up, and that's always been a problem with this mold for me. So it seems like that hasn't been fixed. There's no indication the wings have been fixed. The only really good things that I see on MP-11 that seem like true improvements are the legs, which have done away with the idiocy Shoji Kawamoto put into this mold, where these runners on the side of the legs here, and these on this mold originally were on a ball joint stock connected to the hips, and they just went straight back, and they were supposed to be samurai swords. Bullshit. Now Takara seems to have done it so that most of it ends up back here. There's a plate right here that doesn't seem to get in the way, and the foot design seems to have changed too. And this is another thing that I don't like about the new design. Here, you pull it out, and you rotate it down, and then you get a foot swivel here. On the new one, the way it works is, well, it's basically the same. The foot rotates down, but it rotates down 180 degrees, and the swivel is down here where the rocket is. So you pull it down, you rotate around. So I don't know if that will add any more stability than this would. This is what gives this figure quite a bit of stability, but who knows. Now, things I do like about the new MP-11 design is that it comes with a ton of extras. It basically is the 1986 version of Starscream, 1986 movie version of Starscream, because it comes with his crown, it comes with the shoulder pauldrons, and it comes with a very impressive cape that can pose around a bit. So I do like those extras. I do think those are nice, and I do think those might be make it worth the price of admission compared to the original versions of the releases. Now, one thing I've been hearing a lot of people talk about is that, oh no, this is taking up another MP slot. Because of this, we won't get MP Galvatron, MP Soundwave, MP whoever, Blitzwing. I don't actually think that's the case. I think this is a case of filler. And that this is something Takara has now ready for us while they're working on everything else. Maybe some resources were wasted into MP-11. I don't think many, since basically it's just a heavy retool of the legs and maybe a couple other pieces. It doesn't seem like that much effort went into changing the figure. It seems like, oh, well, this MP Galvatron, not that they're working on MP Galvatron, but hypothetically, ooh, this MP Galvatron figure, it's taking way too long to finish. We gotta have some product. I know, let's remove the idiocy Shoji Kawamoto they put into this mold, and then re-release as MP-11. The fans will love it. And then when we finally have MP Galvatron, they'll have this figure ready for MP Galvatron to blow up. Yay! I mean, that's sort of how it strikes me. I mean, I don't have any insider information. Maybe it really did waste an MP slot. I really have no idea. That's just how it strikes me. So, I hope MP-11 blows the original Masterpiece Starscream Seeker mold out of the water. I think it's just going to fix the problems that iGear already figured out how to fix, and then give us a neat little crown, pauldron, and cape accessory set, which, if I remember correctly, had already been released by another third-party company way, way, way back before third-party stuff really started becoming big. So, I'm thinking it really is just filler, because everything Takara is offering has already been offered to us some way or another. And probably offered cheaper, because there's based on what MP09 and MP10 cost, there's every indication that MP11 is going to cost around $250. Hopefully it'll be less, but who knows? And those are my thoughts. Thank you for watching.